So today we're going to talk about the power and the danger of the words, I love you. Now, you want to hear those words from someone special, but you really do not want to hear those words from just anybody, right?
Yes, right. So, in the beginning of a relationship, you do not want to hear I love you because, it's too early. The person doesn't know you and you don't know that person.
Well, you don't know what they're loving, right?
No, yeah, that's true. So, we want you to like this video and also subscribe to our channel.
Yes, that helps us get this word out for more and more people and help spread the word about having love the right way. Yeah. So you're absolutely right about not it being too soon. You don't know who they think they're loving or what they think they're loving. You're just end up being a vessel or a bucket for them to put their emotions into.
Exactly.
But what about you do they really love?
Exactly. How can they really love anything about you? Again, like I said, it's too early. You need to date for a little while.
Now here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
The words I love you, they can mean different things to both of you.
Well, that's true.
You know, for one person, it could just mean, you know what, I'm really attracted to you today.
Wow.
That's kind of how infatuation is. That's kind of how physical attraction is. I really like how she looks. You really like how he looks. And then you decide, oh, wow, I just love that person.
But you said the word infatuation, not love.
Right. And we do that with celebrities and actresses all the time. We fall in love with their character on the screen. But do you really love the person? And we walk away thinking that we do. But you really don't know them. You just fell in love with this facade of a person who's actually fictional. But then there's also, on the other side, there could be, I love you, meaning I want to share the rest of my life and grow old with you. Two completely different sides of the spectrum. So what is meant whenever someone says, I love you?
That's it exactly. There is two different ways. There is two different things. If you think about, well, there's several different ways. However, I love you. When they say I love you and I want to share, grow old with you, that needs to be, like I said, further in the relationship. And again, like we just said, the love and attraction.
Love and attraction.
And affection.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It could be different things.
It could be different things. Yes.
Now, have you ever, whether it be you yourself or witnessed, whether it be in some sort of story or one of your friends, someone says, I love you, and the person on the receiving end of that just freezes. They don't know what to do with that. What's going on in that moment when the person you say I love you to cannot respond?
Well, they could be really truly don't know if they love you. Really, if somebody really loves you, whether it be, your friends, whether it be your family, or whether it be, a potential, your significant other, or actually someone you're dating, when they freeze up like that, means they're not for sure. So if they don't freeze up, that means that they are for sure that they do love you.
They could be in total shock, right? They had no idea that you felt this way about them, and they don't know how to process it at the time. They don't know if they want to reciprocate or just stand back. They're just surprised. They don't know what to say.
Could be it.
Or what about this? They knew, they had this feeling that you felt that way about them, but they don't feel the same. And they don't want to hurt your feelings because they're your friend and you're their friend, but at the same time they don't want to lead you on, and so they're in this terrible situation where you said the words, they can't say them back, and any response that they have, they know it's going to hurt your feelings. Wow.
Okay, so that's the friend zone, right?
It could be the friend zone. That actually, a lot of times people jump into the friend zone themselves by taking these steps too soon. If someone is saying, I love you, before they've had a chance to really get to know the person, then that person actually didn't have enough time to develop those mutual feelings for you. And so whenever you say those words too early, it can be a fast track to the friend zone. But then there's those who you say those words to and they don't even know what the words mean. And they're afraid that whatever they say, if they were to say something in response, if they were to reciprocate those words and say, "Oh, I love you too," they don't know what they're committing to. They don't know what they're actually signing up to if they say the words in response to you. And so they backpedal, they freeze, they change the subject, they smile, they nod. They may even let you hug them. But in their mind, they're thinking, "Oh my goodness, what am I supposed to do with this?" Pretty tough situation.
Pretty tough situation.
Now, we go through this on both sides of those words, right? I mean, sometimes someone says those words to you, and you're going through these emotions, and you might not know exactly why you're feeling, why you can't respond, but it's probably one of those three things, in that you either shocked that they're saying it, you had the feeling that they were going to say those words, that they felt this way, but you just don't feel the same. Or three, you're just not in that place. You're not ready to express those feelings for someone else.
This is true.
Wow. So, can you think of a way or a time whenever when you do want to hear those words from someone? When is a good time to hear those words?
When you've got to know the person that you're with.
How long does that take?
I would say I think it take a while, at least 6 months.
6 months?
Yeah.
My goodness. So one of the things I always say is that it's not so much a matter of the time, how much time you take, but it's more a matter of what you do with your time.
This is true.
Now, if for 6 months you're just kind of casually hanging out, maybe going to a movie, but not really getting into any deep conversation,
Yes.
not really digging into each other's personality and your backgrounds and that sort of thing, if you really only know each other at a surface level, then even after 6 months, that's not enough time.
That's true. I was going to say that too. Yeah, it does just depend on what you've been doing, why you've been dating and stuff.
Right.
Especially, like I said, if you've been getting to know each other, then, it may be the time to say, that I love you. But if you really haven't been getting to know each other within those 6 months, yeah, I don't think that's the time either. So again, it could be 6 months, it could be a year, it could be a while. So.
Or I would even say it could be less if you've been very intentional about getting to know the person that you're seeing, and they've been intentional about getting to know you. If you've been intentional about letting them know who you are at a very deep personal level, then they can tell whether or not you are someone that they would fall in love with, that they would want to fall in love with. And sometimes it's that exposure, it's that transparency that makes all the difference in the world for someone loving you and someone saying, "You know what, I just don't know you. I can't even make a judgment call about how I feel about you because I don't know you." Building that deep relationship is a key part to finding that amazing love that we're all seeking.
This is true.
But you realize, this whole love thing, it's not just for the lucky. See, we provide a solution that can help you find your ideal match in as little as 6 weeks. And it all starts with a quick chat to fix your biggest dating issue right now. I'm saying you'll get to the point where you meet that person and you'll know how to determine whether or not they are an ideal match for you.
Yes, this is for real. No joke. We will fix your biggest dating problems on this call.
That's right. Now, this isn't for the casual or uncommitted. So if you're serious about finding a solid long-term relationship, let's make this happen.
Yes. So, when you get there and when you find that love, keep saying it. Please keep saying it.
You can't say "I love you" enough. And there are
can't.
so many different ways that you can say "I love you." It can sometimes just be a "Sweetheart, I love you." And sometimes it's what you do around the house. And sometimes it's what you think about them whenever you're looking at how to express your love. It could be flowers, it could be gifts, it could be just doing something nice and unexpected for them. Look for ways to express "I love you" in addition to the words.
That's true.
Because love It's definitely more than just words.
Yes, it is.
So we're Winona and Rob Hollis, your relationship experts, and we're praying for an abundance of blessings for you.
Yes, for you.